What is up, everybody? RetroWolf88 here. As you can see by the chaos around me, my game room is an absolute train wreck. And there's a reason for that. And that's also the reason behind this video. What you see around me, or at least a glimpse of what you see around me, is the largest and best video game lots I have ever picked up, hands down, for the best price I've ever paid, hands down. There are over 2,000 items in this game lot. At one point in the video you're going to hear me say 900 to 1,000. That's because that's how much I thought was in the game lot from the pictures that were sent to me, but there were easily double that. There was so much not in the pictures that was actually included in the game lot. So in today's video I'm going to take you through sort of a journey through this game lot. You're going to see some of the pre-footage before I actually got the game lot. You're going to see a little bit of B-roll and some different things before we actually get the game lot in the game room. And then for the rest of the video you're going to see me and Nathan unbox just some of the game lot. We're going to be mainly unboxing the games, but there are just tons of consoles, controllers, video game magazines you can probably see behind me, accessories, strategy guides. There's just so much stuff in this game lot, more than I could show you in this video. Now I will warn you, some of the quality is all over the place in the video because I did record some footage with my phone for my Instagram page for the Instagram story. So some of the quality is going to be kind of vary between the different clips, and also the unboxing itself, we had to kind of rush on that because we didn't have a lot of time to work with. So we didn't really have time to really put together any kind of serious format, but I still feel like it went really good, and I think that you all will be very entertained to see the amazing, rare and expensive and really cool games that we pull out of these boxes for the first time for me and Nathan. We saw some of them in the pictures, but a lot of them were very surprising to us, and I think they will be surprising to you as well. Now another funny thing is I'm actually recording this intro almost a week after we actually got the pickup and actually filmed the footage. In addition to that, in today's video slot, originally it was going to be a pickups video for the month of July and August, 2 months worth of pickups, but I had to kind of delay that one and push this video out instead. And you'll understand why when you see all the freaking games. It's a long video, so I'm probably going to throw some timestamps in a pinned comment down below for various sections of the video. In case you want to skip around to certain sections, I encourage you to watch the whole video so you can get the entire experience of this amazing pickup that I will probably never top. So kick back and relax, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and prepare to see the biggest video game pickup I have ever got, hands down. What's up, everybody? RetroWolf88 here, and as you can see, I am in my truck right now driving, which is not something that you all are used to seeing. It is currently 7 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, August 31st, and I am on my way to pick up what will be the biggest and best video game lots that I have ever found, hands down. This is one of those almost once in a lifetime lots slash deals that you just don't ever see, and I probably will never see one like this again. It is unbelievably epic. There are probably around 900 to 1,000 items in this game lot. Most of them are video games, but there are also a lot of consoles, accessories, controllers, and about 3 totes worth of old video game magazines like Nintendo Power. But it's not just quantity that matters here. There is an incredible amount of quality in this game lot because it's coming from a guy who used to collect. He got out of collecting what looks like, judging by the games in the game lot, the GameCube, PS2, Xbox era, a little bit of the Xbox 360. So he mainly collected, you know, during the era prior to that. So most of the games in the game lot are Atari, NES, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, a little bit of GameCube, like I said. There's a ton of there's Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, a ton of PS1 games, PS2 games. It's incredible. And what's really incredible about this game lot is there are 162 NES games, if I'm counting right, in this game lot. There's a lot of Super Nintendo games too, but not quite as many as there are NES games. And there's some freaking really rare games in here. And so this guy, you know, I guess his collection was in storage or whatever, and he threw it up on Let Go, and my cousin Nathan, who has been on the channel many times, and you may see him later today as well, he found it, he turned it over to me, and I jumped on it because this is one of those deals that you do not pass up on. You figure out a way to get the money because it's such an amazing deal, the best deal I've ever come across. I think this guy just wants to get rid of it all. I think he just wants to sell it all, one lot for one easily sellable price, and he has certainly done that. So I'm on my way to meet the guy and pick up the game lot, so stay tuned for more. So we just picked up the game lot. You're seeing it right here. Ton of stuff, just so much stuff, even more stuff than what was in the picture. I've got stuff in the passenger side seat too. Couldn't even fit it all in the back of the truck, and I have a 6-foot long truck bed. That just gives you an idea of how much stuff there is. Nathan's here with me today. He's the one that actually found this one, and you'll probably see him later on as well when we unbox this stuff. Absolutely insane. I'm going to go back to the house, and Nathan's going to meet me there, and we are going to start digging through this stuff, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned. Nathan, if you had to describe this game lot in one sentence, how would you describe it?
This is probably one of the best lots I've ever seen anyone pick up at a single go. Easily.
I have to agree. We finally got back to the house, and we're about halfway done unloading everything right now, and there was a tote full of magazines that probably weighed 400 pounds, so we literally had to do several trips to get it light enough for us both to carry, and then he ended up muscling the rest of it in by himself like a psycho. But we're still working on it, so hang tight everybody. We'll have some more to show you here in just a little bit. Well, let's dig through this, man. You want to start with PS1 games, since there's, man, I don't even...
It's such a mosh pit.
It's just insane. It really is. Okay, so we got Metal Gear Solid on the PS1. Alright, now here is a notable one right here. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This is one of the rarest PlayStation 1 games, and it is in really good condition. The disc looks freaking great. So it's got a Movie Magic sticker on it, which, you know, that's pretty cool. But that is definitely huge. Alright, so we've got Twisted Metal Small Brawl. That case is a little busted up.
Cases are cheap.
We've got Sim Theme Park. Here's another notable one, Suikoden 2. That's another high dollar PS1 game. Really good game, I've heard as well. I've not played it, but the case is a little busted up, but we can always replace the case. That's not a problem. Let's see, we've got Final Fantasy VII. I mean, you pretty much get this in every game lot.
I don't even categorize this shit. I'm just gonna pump it.
Okay, so Madden 2000, nothing special there. Pure Ride. So there's a lot of PS2 games in here too. Man, we're not going to be able to do this in any kind of... I'm just going to hand you stuff. Alright, so we got some Dreamcast games. Pod Speed Zone.
I like how you were overwhelmed by it for a moment.
Death Crimson. Never heard of that. That actually looks pretty cool. Here's another PlayStation game. We've got the Final Fantasy Anthology.
Yeah, I'm going to have to play this one.
Final Fantasy Anthology. We've got There's a bunch of loose PS2 games, but what's awesome about this guy is even his loose PS2 games, he has them in little cases. So
I thought that was neat.
True Crime Streets of LA, PlayStation Underground Jam Pack, PlayStation Magazine issue 88, just all kinds of just random stuff. I'm not going to read all these because we will be here all day if I do that. We've got Crazy Taxi loose with a manual for the Dreamcast. For the PlayStation, Final Fantasy Origins, Final Fantasy 1 and 2. More random stuff. We've got Siphon Filter 3 Greatest Hits Edition for the PlayStation. You know what? I'm just going to tilt the camera down. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, there we go.
At least I'm not the only one on their knees now.
What?
What?
Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast. Sega Rally Championship on the Dreamcast. We've got Sega Saturn, looks like a demo disc, a Sega Saturn demo disc, bootleg
Pretty cool.
sampler. Huh.
What?
You got
Playable bits and video clips.
interesting. Silent Hill Loose on the PlayStation. Gauntlet Legends on the PlayStation. Oh, Star Ocean, the second story.
Good game. Awesome game right there.
Very, very cool. Alright, we've got some loose stuff. We've got Parasite Eve for the PlayStation. Soul Frontier. You know what? No, Saga Frontier. I want to say this is a pretty high dollar game too.
I believe it is.
Saga Frontier for the
It's a good
PlayStation. We've got Fear Effect Retro Helix for the PlayStation. Black for the PS2. Final Fantasy VIII Greatest Hits version. Never heard of this for the PlayStation. Martian Gothic Unification.
I want to play it just because of the name.
Very interesting. Okay.
It looks horrible.
It does. Mortal Kombat 4 Greatest Hits. Oh boy. Castlevania Symphony of the Night Greatest Hits, and it is in really good condition. Disc is a little dusty, but that's not a problem. Wow, set that one over there with JoJo. Here's another high dollar PS1 game, Vagrant Story. And it looks to be complete, manual, both discs. Oh wait, it's a one disc game, but it has a collector's CD in it. We have got Shenmue on the Sega Dreamcast.
That's a classic.
Yes, it is. Tomb Raider Last Revelation on the Sega Dreamcast. We've got Mega Man X5 on the PlayStation. That's an awesome one.
That's a good.
Some more loose PlayStation stuff, demo discs, magazine discs, things like that.
Demo discs are pretty cool though.
All right, I'm gonna get some of these Sega Saturn games. Well, here's Parasite Eve 2 on the PlayStation. Let's get some of these Sega Saturn games out. We've got 3D Baseball on the Saturn.
Okay.
Street Fighter the movie, the game.
Can't be as bad as the movie.
Yeah, it can. Sega Sports NFL 97.
It looks bad.
Scud, the Impossible Assassin. Huh. Looks interesting. We've got Gen War, if I'm saying that right. It looks like a first-person mech game, maybe? Huh. Pizza Hut demo CD. That's interesting.
I want this.
Dreamcast NFL 2K1. Some more miscellaneous stuff. Here's Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX on the PlayStation. My gosh, okay, we've got Cool Borders 2.
Just so people know, there's a toad even better than this coming.
Oh yes, he is not kidding. Okay, we've got Jet Moto on the PlayStation. We've got Jade Cocoon
That's an awesome
on the
game.
PlayStation. Never heard of it. We've got, holy crap, dude,
Jade Cocoon's really
Alone in the Dark, the new Nightmare on the Dreamcast. Unbelievable.
Looks like it's in great shape.
It is. Disc popped out. Let me just play. Oh yeah, the disc looks really good. Manual's in there. It has both discs. Very nice. Okay, here's something amazing. Breath of Fire 3 on the PlayStation.
One of my favorites.
We've got Mega Man X4 on the PlayStation. We've got Dragon Warrior 7 on the PlayStation. It just keeps getting better and better. Okay, we've got Soul Blade. Never heard of it. It looks like a 3D arena fighter. And here is Knights for the Sega Saturn. Virtua Fighter for the Sega Saturn. Saga Frontier 2 for the PlayStation. It just... a lot of this stuff I do not remember seeing in the pictures.
No, I believe there's a lot of extra items in here that we weren't ready.
We've got Time Stalkers for the Dreamcast. We've got 7th Cross Evolution for the Dreamcast. Oh man, Castlevania Chronicles for the PlayStation. That is another pretty rare game. Case is a little beat up. Need to replace that. We've got Egg for the Sega Dreamcast, EGG, which stands for Elemental Gimmick Gear.
That's huge.
Okay, we've got Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six for the Dreamcast. Another PS2 demo disc. Some more PS1 games. We've got WCW Nitro, Ready to Rumble Boxing for the Dreamcast. Demo disc, demo disc, demo disc. Anybody out there collect demo discs?
Demo discs.
We've got Virtua Fighter the 3TB.
Sure.
Alright, let's see. Let me just...
We haven't got to the PS2.
Nicktoons Racing on the PlayStation. Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness. More demo discs. More demo discs. Blaster Master Blasting again, which I've actually heard is pretty good for the PlayStation.
Love Blaster Master, man.
Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. This is the Sega Dreamcast version.
That's awesome. One of my favorites.
Daytona USA for the Sega Saturn. Final Fantasy Tactics, fantastic game for the PlayStation. Capcom vs. SNK Pro for the PlayStation. Let's see, we've got Activision Classic Games for the Atari 2600 for the PlayStation. Ooga Booga for the Sega Dreamcast. Ooga Booga. Okay. Mortal Kombat Trilogy for the PlayStation. Fear Effect for the PlayStation. Japanese version. No, this is the original soundtrack for Final Fantasy X.
That's pretty neat.
Looks like it was imported from Japan because it has a lot of, I don't know. That's interesting. Let's see. We're not done. Here's another Sega Saturn game, Striker 96. We've got Final Fantasy 9 for the PlayStation. Oh hell. Suikoden, the first one for the PlayStation. Great condition. The manual's in there. The disc is in there. Man, incredible. I'm trying my best to get all the PlayStation. the Xenogears X for the PlayStation.
Love the Xeno sound.
Trick Style for the Sega Dreamcast. Dark Stone for the PlayStation. Never heard of that, but it looks pretty cool. It looks like a third-person RPG. That looks pretty neat. Mobile Light Force for the PlayStation. It's a shoot 'em up. From the front cover, it doesn't look cool at all. But then when you look at the back of it, it actually looks pretty cool.
The front cover looked pretty good.
Yeah. Demo disc. Man, okay. We've got RPG Maker for the PlayStation.
Always wanted that, never got it.
Interesting.
That is not the original case.
No, it's not. Huh.
But it's still cool.
Still very cool. Okay. Man, there's just so much. Okay, we've got Sonic Adventure 2 for the Sega Dreamcast. Demo disc. NBA 2K1 for the Dreamcast. The Legend of Dragoon for the PlayStation.
Awesome.
Mega Man Legends for the PlayStation.
It's in such good shape.
Alright, we've got demo disc NFL Blitz 2000 for the PlayStation.
That is a Dark Watch. I have a shirt when that game came out.
Yeah.
I bought it at Media Play and they packaged it with a t-shirt.
That game always looked pretty cool to me.
I loved it, man.
Siphon Filter for the PlayStation. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Got Jet Grind Radio for the Dreamcast. Missing the back cover, but it does have the manual. Oh man, okay. Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast. Street Fighter Alpha 3. Greatest Hits version for PlayStation. More demo discs. Never heard of this. Juggernaut for the PlayStation. It is a 3-disc game too. It looks like a survival horror. Huh. discs look like they're in good condition. The manual's in here. Yeah, it's got all 3 discs. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Hawassi Tan and Video. So it was a tan store and a video store in one. Look at that, man. That looks kind of. Well, actually, this game's not worth a lot, but it's still a great game.
It's a great game.
Chrono Cross, not a very rare game, but it's a really, really great game. And let's just check it. Oh man, look at that.
Everything seems
beautiful.
Right in there.
Freaking Breath of Fire 4 for the PlayStation in really good condition.
I wonder how many of these games are going down my pants as I walk out.
Mega Man 8 Greatest Hits Edition for the PlayStation. Oh man, just beautiful. Okay, there's more. I haven't even got to the PlayStation 2 and GameCube stuff and Xbox stuff. Okay, NHL 98. Twisted Metal 4 Greatest Hits for the PlayStation. Battle Arena Toshinden 2 for the PlayStation Loose. More demo discs.
You got some PlayStation Magazine demo discs you're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Virtual Cop for the Sega Saturn. Virtua Fighter 2 for the Sega Saturn. Mortal Kombat Gold for the Sega Dreamcast. Beautiful. Nightmare Creatures 2 for the Sega Dreamcast.
That's an awesome game.
Missing the back cover. It looks awesome.
I watched videos on that.
So now we're going to get into the, wow. So,
yeah.
Oh, here's another Sega Saturn game.
There's more scattered around.
Oh, there's another Sega Saturn game. Robo Pit. Never heard of it. So we're going to pull out the,
we're pulling it out.
We're just going to pull it out. We're going to pull it all out for you all today, right here, right now. Here we go. If I ever say that again, I want you to punch me in the face. Not a problem. Onimusha Warlords for the PlayStation 2. Silent Hill 4 The Room for the PlayStation 2. Tekken Tag Tournament for the PlayStation 2. Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny. And all these PS2 games just look like they're in fantastic condition. Maximo Ghosts to Glory. Ford Racing 2. Fantavision. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Alright, Xenosaga Episode 2 for the PlayStation 2. Oh man, just...
I love the Xenosaga games.
Beautiful. All-Star Baseball 2002, nothing special there. Okay, Devil May Cry 2. Motocross Mania. Oh. Slipheed The Lost Planet. Check that out. Never heard of this before. It looks like a shooter. Look at that, dude. That looks pretty cool.
I have actually heard of this.
Have you?
Remember I told you I like shooters.
Yeah. Prince of Persia Sands of Time, great game. SSX. Midway Arcade Treasures 2.
This is large games.
Silent Hill 2. Virtua Fighter 4. Power Drome. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Tony Hawk Underground. NFL Blitz 2003. Guilty Gear X2. Oh man, okay. Tokyo Extreme Racer 0. Silent Hill 3. Final Fantasy VII Collector's Edition. It's in a steelbook.
Pretty sweet.
Wow, that's pretty. Wow.
That is nice.
Never seen that before. Wait, no, that's Final Fantasy 12, not 7. Final Fantasy 12 Collector's Edition.
He struggles with the Roman numerals.
I do. Haven, Call of the King. Primal. Never heard of this one. From Capcom, Without Warning. Oh, it's a, it looks like it might be a light gun game. Yeah, it's a light gun game.
If anybody has a light gun.
Yeah. Top Gear Daredevil. Never heard of that. Man, okay. Just endless. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, great game. God Eye Elemental Force is actually not too bad. I have a lot of fond memories of that game with my brother. Activision Anthology. Dot Hack Infection Part 1, and it just has everything in here. Dot Hack Infection Part 2.
One of my favorites.
Wild Arms 3.
Awesome game.
Okay. Extermination. I've heard this is a really good survival horror game. I've heard good things about that one.
Never got into survival horror.
Let's see.
They scared me.
They scared you. Oh, here's another random PlayStation game. Final Fantasy Chronicles with Final Fantasy
You're gonna have
4.
6.
Final Fantasy 4 and Chrono Trigger. Interesting.
I had this back in the day.
Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Front Mission 4.
I thought it was Wolverine at first.
We're still going, folks. Winter 2002 Jam Pack. Tekken 5. Dragon Quest 8 Journey of the Cursed King. And this feels pretty heavy. There's a lot of stuff.
That is one of my favorite games of all time.
It looks really good, man. It looks very similar to the new Dragon Quest game that just came out.
They are so similar.
The original Time Splitters, such a classic first-person shooter. The original Time Splitters. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Dot Hack Quarantine Part 3 and 4.
The Quarantine are hard to get.
Really?
Yes.
Man.
That is...
Here's another really good game.
That one right there is big.
Nice. Here's another really good game I don't hear people talk about, and that's PsyOps, the Mind Gate Conspiracy. It is a third-person shooter where you have like psychic powers, and it's a really cool game. Rygar, the Legendary Adventure.
That was not legendary at all.
Final Fantasy X2, Final Fantasy X, Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarder, Castlevania Lament of Innocence, Extreme G Racing, really good game. Fantasy Master Cheat CD system for the PlayStation 2. Okay. Word. We've got Johnny Mosley Mad Tricks, Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, Xenosaga Episode 3, Theme Park Roller Coaster, Shifters, looks, it's okay. I think we're like, you know, getting close on PS2 games, kind of. Virtual Fighter Evolution, Midnight Club Street Racing, NHL 2001, Legacy of Kain Blood Omen 2, Grandia 2, Xenosaga Episode 1. I guess I lied. I guess I am going to show you every game. Soul Calibur 2. I mean, it's the only way you can fully appreciate this, right? Soul Calibur 3. Lord of the Rings The Third Age. Alright, we've got 3 more stacks of PlayStation 2 games.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, we've got Tato Legends.
What the fuck is this?
Onimusha 3, it's a compilation of old arcade games. Onimusha 3 Demon Siege. Is that Jean Reno?
It is.
It is. That's something else. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Mobile Light Force 2. So they made a sequel to it. It actually looks pretty cool though, dude. Greatest Hits God of War. Here is the God of War 2 Colossus Battle demo disc. A Rogue Galaxy demo disc.
Rogue Galaxy.
Pole Paradise, which is actually a pretty good pole game. It really is.
He likes playing with them sticks.
Yeah. Guitar Hero. Ark the Lad, Twilight of the Spirit, which
I had that one.
Looks really cool. That
was
looks
a
like
cool
a really
game.
cool game.
It was not. It sucked.
Did it really? Oh, now here's an awesome game right here. Contra Shattered Soldier. Have you ever played Contra Shattered Soldier on the PS2?
No, I haven't.
It's good, dude.
But
we've got Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy, a fantastic game. Alright, Aggressive Inline. Neo Contra, which is actually not a side-scrolling Contra game. It's more similar to the new Contra game that's coming out in September. We've got Star Ocean Till the End of Time, and this is another heavy one. 2 discs and a manual.
awesome game.
We've got Dark Cloud, Dave Mirra 2,
There's so much. Here we go.
Suikoden Tactics on the PS2. We've got Suikoden 5 and Suikoden 4 on the PS2. So he was right, he had all the Suikoden games. Here is a DVD, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children on DVD. The 2-disc collector's edition. Eternal Ring on the PlayStation 2. Unlimited Saga, which looks like a pretty cool little RPG game.
It is.
We've got Guitar Hero Aerosmith, Guitar Hero World Tour, and Guitar Hero Metallica. Alright, So we're almost through the PlayStation 2 games. I know I said that like 50 games ago. Breath of Fire, Dragon's Quarter. This looks pretty cool.
I've not played this one. I don't know.
Capcom versus SNK 2. Ico. Mortal Kombat Armageddon Premium Edition, the Steelbook version with everything, man. Oh my god. I want to say this is pretty hard to find. Hypersonic Extreme Racing. That looks pretty cool. Looks like a really fast-paced racing game. Rhino Video Games pre-played. Oh, this is from a game store. Okay, it's Tony Hawk Underground 2 in a box from a retail.
I remember Rhino.
Do you?
Yeah. They were bought out by GameStop.
Ford Racing 3. Hey, there's Dark Cloud 2. I figured he probably had the second one. Crimson Tears. You know, I've always seen this game, and it's always looked pretty cool to me, but I've never played it.
I haven't either.
Kingdom Hearts for PlayStation 2, Atari Anthology, Devil May Cry. We've got Blowout, which is a pretty cool game.
Anything with the word blow.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. Alright, here's the last stack of PlayStation 2 games right here. Alright, we've got Dot Hack GU Volume 1 Rebirth.
I think we have gone through all of the Dot Hack games on PS2.
And here's the last Suikoden game, Suikoden 3.
Awesome.
Guitar Hero Encore Rock the 80s.
Yeah.
Orphan Scion of Sorcery. Wild Arms 4. Romancing Saga. And the last PS2 game is Prism Chapter 1, The Dark Unicorn. It looks, I mean, it looks cool, but it's probably not.
You're riding a unicorn.
So here's a couple of random Nintendo 64 things. Here's a terrible condition Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 and a Nintendo 64 memory card.
Make sure to hold on to that one.
Random. Alright, I'm going to pull out the GameCube games next. There aren't very many GameCube games, but what's in here for the GameCube is quality. Oh no, there's another PS2 game. It's just hiding from me. So the last PS2 game is actually Portal Runner, and it looks awful. So we've got some pretty good GameCube stuff here. We've got Wave Race Blue Storm, Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition, which is really cool. It comes with Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. Metroid Prime.
That is a cool one.
Super Mario Sunshine. Resident Evil 0. Resident Evil. And one of the rarest Resident Evil games on the GameCube, Code Veronica X. Complete. Very nice. Okay, so the last bit of what we have in here are some 360 games. Not very many, but there's some stuff in there. So this is actually pretty cool. So here are all three of the Burger King Xbox 360 releases sealed. So, you know, that's pretty cool. So we've got Big Bumpin', Pocket Bike Racer, and Sneak King. So all three games in the Burger King series sealed. That's pretty cool. We've got Sega Superstars Tennis for the 360. Infinite Undiscovery, which, haven't you played this game?
Yes, I did. That was a pretty good game.
We have all three Mass Effect games, of course. We have Lost Odyssey, which also looks like a really cool game.
No.
No?
No.
Apparently it's not.
I did not like that one.
Tekken 6. Final Fantasy 13. AC/DC Live. Soul Calibur 4. Prey. We've got Guitar Hero 5. Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. This looks like it's an expansion for Final Fantasy 13. Final Fantasy 13 2. Never heard of it. And that is it in this tote. So we got through all the disc-based stuff. Actually, there's some more disc-based stuff in the other tote. So next we're going to get into the cartridge-based stuff. Okay. This box is so heavy. Alright, so we've got some mainly Super Nintendo games in this little box. And this is just one little box. This tote is full of cartridges too. So let's get into it. Where are you going to stack these up?
I'm going to start here and go all the way around.
Alright, so we've got a Super Game Boy.
Okay.
Super Star Wars Return of the Jedi, Madden 97, Battle Clash, Brain Lord, Clue, the greatest game of all time, Shaq Fu, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, And it's worth noting, people, that most of these games that we're digging through are in fantastic condition. Fantastic condition. We've got Super Empire Strikes Back, Magic Sword, Uniracers, Stanley Cup. Yeah, this is the game you saw in the picture. Sky Blazer, fantastic game. Have you ever played Sky Blazer?
I haven't played
God, dude, it's so good. Such a good game. Lufia. Is it Lufia or Lufia?
Lufia.
Lufia. Lufia in the Fortress of Doom.
Good RPG.
Killer Instinct. One of the greatest RPGs of all time. No, that's not the right one. But it's still a good one. Final Fantasy 2. I thought it was Final Fantasy 3. Final Fantasy 3 is in here, though. ActRaiser. That's a really good game. We've got Star Fox. We've got Bill Lumber's Combat Basketball. That sounds interesting. Skiing and snowboarding, Winter Extreme, Breath of Fire, and we have the box for that one as well. Champions World Class Soccer, and here is Breath of Fire 2. Super Mario Kart.
I'm looking for a copy of that.
Operation Logic Bomb. Mega Man X. ActRaiser 2. I didn't even know there was a sequel to the original ActRaiser.
Huh.
Prince of Persia. John Madden Football. Draken. I don't know what that is, but it looks pretty cool. We've got Gradius.
That's so heavy.
Super R-Type. And here's one of the greatest RPGs ever made, Final Fantasy 3. Secret of Mana, fantastic game. Another copy of Star Fox.
Why not?
Another copy of Combat Basketball.
Okay, that game could not have been that good.
Super Castlevania 4, fantastic game, hard as nails. Super Street Fighter 2. We keep hoping we're going to pull Earthbound out of here, but I don't think it's going to happen. Illusion of Gaia, fantastic game. Batman Forever, fantastic game. No, not a fantastic game. Okay game.
It's okay, man.
It's okay. Super Metroid, however, is a fantastic game. Pilot Wings, NBA Jam, Clay Fighter, Fighter's History, another Super Mario Kart. This one feels heavy for some reason.
One of these other games I picked up was oddly heavy.
Dragon View. Well, the Nintendo, they manufacture some of these in Japan and some of them in Mexico. So I don't know if maybe that has something to do with it. Batman Returns. Oh, it's an Ys game. Wanderers
YS.
from Ys 3.
YS, not Ys.
I say Ys. NBA Hang Time.
That's cool.
That is cool. We've got Star Trek Starfleet Academy, Mortal Kombat, RoboCop versus Terminator. Maybe Earthbound will be on the bottom. Oh, nah.
There's more in here anyway.
Yeah, you're right. There's more in there. Spider-Man Venom Maximum Carnage, Lufia 2 Rise of the Sinistrals,
I did not know that was a thing.
We've got Stunt Race. Okay, so that's all the Super Nintendo games in this box. We've got some Atari and some Nintendo 64. Yeah.
That's got to be the battery.
So I'm just going to quickly go through these Atari games. We've got
television.
This is in television. Set that to the side for yourself. Boxing, Moon Patrol for the 2600.
I wasn't prepared for this.
Sword Quest Earthworld for the 2600. One of the Sword Quest games is really rare. I can't remember which one. Journey's Escape. Is that Atari?
Yes.
Space War. Name this game and win $10,000.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds pretty cool.
That does sound pretty cool. We've got Frogger for the...
Atari.
Is that for the 7800?
No, we're still in 26.
Okay. Golf, Circus, 14 telegames, Game Program Combat, Spectravision Gangster Alley. Of course, Mrs. Pac-Man. You can't go anywhere without seeing that for the Atari. Dragonfire.
I've never seen this.
Dragonfire. It's interesting. And the last Atari game in this box is Star Master. We've got some Nintendo. Wait, no, I lied. There's another one. Space Invaders. All right, so Nintendo 64. We've got Turok the Dinosaur Hunter, Madden Football 64, Cruisin' World, Army Men Air Combat, Perfect Dark, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. I don't care what anybody says, this is a good Star Wars game. Quake, Hardcore ECW Revolution, Quake 2, and the classic GoldenEye 007. Alright. So, this is going to be very interesting. My gosh. Okay. So we're going to get into this big tote now. Oh, man. Okay.
No, you don't knock over these neatly stacked piles.
Man, there's stuff all over the place, dude. What do you expect me to do? So,
how am I going to stack this?
you'll figure it out. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try to get this Saturn stuff out of here. We've got Myst for the Sega Saturn.
That is a classic.
It is. It is a classic. VR Golf 97 for the Sega Saturn. Power Slave for the Sega Saturn, which looks like a pretty cool first-person game.
It does look cool.
College Slam. We've got Space Hulk Vengeance of the Blood Angels.
That's them over there.
We've got Double Switch, which is an FMV game, I believe. Yeah. Another copy of Myst. Better quality. Man, there's a lot more Sega Saturn games here than I thought. And we have Fighting Vipers. I think that's the last Sega Saturn game, but I could be wrong.
Only 64.
Here is the Sega Dreamcast web browser. So these are memory cards for various consoles and Intellivision. What are these called?
The controller inlays for the Intellivision.
Controller inlays for the Intellivision. We'll set that to the side. Here is an Ethernet cable. Very rare, very hard to find, worth a lot of money. We have Xenosaga Episode 2 on DVD.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, on DVD.
I'm thinking of someone watching it.
Didn't do it.
It's a pre-order bonus DVD. That's
interesting.
That's badass.
Kinect Adventures on the 360. How exciting. Oh man. Okay, so there is so much. Okay, I'm just going to start with trying to get the Atari stuff out. Vanguard on the 2600. Intellivision Word Fun for the Intellivision.
That's all wrong.
Berserk for the Atari. Microsurgeon.
This is actually a cool game for the Intellivision. Huh. It is.
Frog Bog for the Atari.
That's Intellivision.
Intellivision. I'm just going to let you call them out. How about that? Racquetball.
2600.
Space Hawk.
Intellivision.
Masters of the Universe.
Intellivision.
Very nice.
Very intriguing.
Defender.
Atari.
Pitfall.
Atari.
Jungle Hunt.
Atari.
Here's an Atari 5200 game. Pac-Man. Big ass cartridge.
Those are cool.
Atari 7800 one-on-one. Donkey Kong. You see this one everywhere. Venture.
Atari.
Keystone Capers, which I've actually heard is a pretty decent Atari game. Yar's Revenge, that's another pretty common one. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Atlantis. What is that in television?
No, that's Atari.
Is it? Okay. We've got Kangaroo. Space Armada.
Intellivision for that.
Sea Battle.
Another Intellivision.
5200 game Centipede.
These are neat.
Major League Baseball.
Intellivision.
Carnival.
Atari.
Missile Command.
Another Atari. God, that's America.
Combat.
Atari.
Combat.
Atari.
Astro Smash. NFL Football.
Both of those are Intellivision.
Casino and Asteroids.
Atari on both.
Donkey Kong Jr. for the 2600.
Pretty cool.
Auto Racing.
Intellivision again.
NHL Hockey.
Another Intellivision.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of Intellivision games. Super Breakout,
Green with the picture.
Space Battle, and Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Both Intellivision.
Atari 5200 Super Breakout. Ha! E.T. the Extraterrestrial for the Atari 2600.
I have a copy of that at home.
Dude,
One day, I'm going to play it and get mad.
do it. Pac-Man and Warlords for the Atari. Another Donkey Kong. Mouse Trap. Haunted House. Pole Position 2. Video Pinball. Skiing. Dragonfire. Another Atlantis.
Oh, this one's for the Intellivision. The other one was for
nice.
the Atari.
Centipede. Pitfall. Sword Quest Fire World. Dodge 'em and Battle Zone. Adventure, classic Atari game. Pac-Man. Demons to Diamonds. Jungle Hunt. And Frogger. I think that's, oh no, here's one that fell through the cracks. Squeeze Box. The heck?
I like to squeeze the box.
You like to squeeze the box.
What?
Oh wait, no, here's another one. Stampede. I think that's finally all of the Atari games. Wait, no, there's another one. Kangaroo. Alright. Okay, let's dig the rest of these Super Nintendo games out. We've got NFL Quarterback Club 96. Blackthorn. Let's see, just a few more Super Nintendo games, unless there's more buried. Madden NFL 94, John Madden Football. Ooh, here's a good one. Super Turrican. I wish Super Turrican 2 was in here. Super Turrican 2 is one of the rarest Super Nintendo games. We've got Spawn, the video game. Looks pretty cool. And that is, unless there's more hidden, that's going to be all the Super Nintendo games. So I'm going to get the N64 games next. We've got Deadly Arts, Wave Race 64, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Super Smash Bros. Oh hell, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Love that game so much. Really good condition. Turok 3, I believe I need this one. Shadow of Oblivion. Mario Golf. Wipeout 64. Super Mario 64. Majora's Mask, the Collector's Edition, with the holographic front cover. We've got Ridge Racer 64. South Park Rally. GoldenEye 007.
Again.
Fox Sports College Hoops. Wave Race 64. Turok Rage Wars. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Killer Instinct. NBA Courtside. WC vs. NWO. And I think we have finally made it through all the Nintendo 64 games. And here's another Intellivision game, I believe. Las Vegas Poker and Blackjack. Okay, we're going to dig out the Sega Genesis games now. We've got F-22 Interceptor. We've got Pigskin Foot Brawl.
That's a fun game.
Really?
Yeah.
Looks interesting. Batman Returns. Rocket Knight Adventures. Me and Nathan are very familiar with that
That's
one.
a good one.
Phantasy Star 3. Amazing Castlevania Bloodlines, in which we have the box for with all the manuals and inserts as well. We've got Cliffhanger. Vector Man 2. Phantasy Star 1, 2, it looks like. It's in pretty rough shape, but there it is. Huh. Turrican on the Genesis. I didn't even know that game was released on the Genesis. We've got Combat Cars, Berkeley Shut Up and Jam. I'm not sure I can pronounce this one. Garius. We're just going to call it Garius. That's probably wrong. Okay, we've got, I just saw something that made me very happy. So we've got Super Monaco GP, and here's what made me very happy. Contra Hardcore. Incredible. Revolution X. Columns.
That Revolution X is fun.
Is it?
That's really fun. It's an Aerosmith shooter.
Really?
Yeah, it's
nice.
like an arcade shooter.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Sonic the Hedgehog, Altered Beast, and here's another Intellivision game, Demon Attack. They just keep popping up, man. They don't end. Sonic 2, Pro Quarterback, Subterranea, Tailspin. All right, we've got Sonic Spinball. There's a game that Nathan has a lot of history with. Lion King, Flashback: The Quest for Identity. Tecmo Super Baseball, Formula One, and Bram Stoker's Dracula in a little bit of rough condition, but pretty cool game. We've got Lightning Force: Quest for the Dark Star. Never heard of that one.
Sounds like fun, though.
Fatal Rewind. Never heard of that one. La Russa Baseball, Shadow of the Beast. Never heard of that one. Okay, we've got NHL 96, Madden 97, Pitfall: The Mayan Adventure. We've got Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master, Ghouls and Ghosts, Strider, that's another good one. Double Dragon 3, the arcade game. Man, there's so much Genesis stuff in here, dude. Golden Axe 1 and 2 for the Sega Genesis. We've got Toy Story. Oh. Okay, so this game is called Sword of Sodan, but somebody changed it to Sword of Satan. Oh, wow. Okay. We've got Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Vector Man, Ranger X, a couple more sports games, PGA Golf Tour, NBA Live 97. We've got Sword of Vermilion. Never heard of that one.
I played that.
Did you?
Yeah.
NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Here's another Nintendo 64 game. Turok 2, Sword of Seeds of Evil. NHL 94.
Still good, don't worry.
Sonic the Hedgehog. We've got Grindstormer. Never heard of that one. RBI Baseball 4, Mega Bomberman, Wayne's World, almost through the Genesis stuff, Evander Holyfield Boxing, Eternal Champions, Sonic and Knuckles with the flap. Usually that flap is missing.
I don't have the flap.
You don't have the flap?
I don't have the flap.
NBA All-Star Challenge.
Jealous of your flap.
He's jealous of the flap. Okay, so now we're down to the 160-something NES games. Woo! Okay. We have Guerrilla War, Gradius, Blades of Steel.
Awesome game.
Yeah, it really is.
So much fun.
We've got Snake's Revenge, The Ultimate Stuntman, 720, Fester's Quest, Tetris, and here is a very rare NES game right here, Metal Storm. Look at that. That's a rare one. Metal Storm, everybody. Okay, we've got Super Pitfall, Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, Legendary Wings, Codename Viper, Shadowgate, Contra, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse in really good condition, Double Dragon 2, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, really good game, Skate or Die 2, Athena, Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, there's like 20 copies of that in there, Super Mario Bros. 3, Friday the 13th, Rad Racer, Popeye, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Dragon Warrior 2, Ghosts and Goblins, The Adventures of Dino Ricky, another copy of Super Mario Bros. 3, TNC Surf Design,
What?
yep, Elevator Action. You never seen that game?
Huh.
That's a pretty common game.
No, what I'm saying.
We've got, oh, there's some more television games.
Good lord.
We've got Dragon Warrior and, oh my, Dragon Warrior 4. Wow. Ikari Warriors 2. Now, I was really hoping Ikari Warriors 3 would be in here, but I don't think that it is.
I've never played part 3.
Neither have I. The Legend of Zelda.
I watched the video and it looked trash though.
Blaster Master. Hide Lied. Another Mario Duck Hunt. Ah, here's one that I don't think I was able to identify in the picture. Kiwi Craze. Never heard of that one. Huh. Legacy of the Wizard. Not a good game. We know that firsthand. Bionic Commando. Ah, here's another one I couldn't identify. Capcom Gunsmoke. Life Force. Me and Nathan tried to play that one, not very successfully. City Connection. Metroid. Let me grab these in television games. What? There's more.
I just shoved all in the side.
I think this is finally the last of them, though. We got Pac-Man for the Atari.
Again.
Swords and Serpents for the Intellivision. Battle Armor for the Intellivision. Light Stalker for the Intellivision. And Demon Attack for the Atari. Okay. Let's continue. Another Zelda 2, Adventures of Link. Super Mario Bros. Ah, here's another one I couldn't identify. Conquest of the Crystal Palace. Never heard of it.
It looks really cool.
It does look cool.
We're going to have to play that one.
Skate or Die. Oh, here's another heavy hitter. Another very rare NES game. DuckTales 2. Man. We're not even close to being done. We've got Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project. Double Dragon. Two copies of Double Dragon. Kid Mickey Radical Ninja.
Would you say we had Double Dragon?
We have Double Dragon.
Yeah.
Pro Wrestling. 1943. The first Ikari Warriors.
Oh, cool.
Super Dodgeball. Adventure Island. Here's a good one. In mint condition, Ninja Gaiden 3. That's in really good condition. A little scuff there, but that could be cleaned off pretty easy. Turtles 2, the arcade game, pretty rough condition. Maniac Mansion. Super C in really good condition. WrestleMania. I'm going to set these to the side for now, and you understand why.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get to those, don't worry. We've got Mario Bros. Duck Hunt and Track Meet. Rolling Thunder. I didn't know that one was in there.
Damn.
Double Dragon 3. Kirby's Adventure in rough condition. And I'm going to set this one to the side.
Yeah. It's understandable.
Well, I don't have to set them to the side anymore.
How many?
Astyanax. All 6 of them.
Oh my god.
So what I just set to the side are all 6 Mega Man games in fantastic condition. So, Mega Man. Mega Man 2. Mega Man 3. Mega Man 4. Mega Man 5. And Mega Man 6. Wow. Alright. Excite Bike. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ultima Quest of the Avatar. Gauntlet 2. That stack is huge. Rush and Attack. The Uncanny X-Men. The Legend of Zelda. Solomon's Key. RBI Baseball 2. A Boy and His Blob. We've got Section Z. Anticipation. fantastic game that I included in the video recently, Crystallis. Rygar, another good one. Abadox. We've got Final Fantasy. Laser Invasion. Street Fighter 2010, The Final Fight. Vice Project Doom, another really good game. Need to glue that label down. Deja Vu.
Didn't they just put Vice Project on the Switch?
Yeah, have you played it yet?
Yeah.
It's good, man. That's a really good game. Faxanadu. Oh, here we go. This is one I couldn't recognize. Renegade. I don't know if that one's any good or not, though. Wizards and Warriors 2, terrible game. All three of the Wizards and Warriors games are terrible. The Tenjin version of Gauntlet. Mylon's Secret Castle. Here is Dragon Warrior 3. So all 4 NES Dragon Warrior games. The Adventures of Gilligan's Island. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. Commando. Metal Gear. It just keeps going. Karnov, pretty good game. Roger Clemens NVD Baseball, another copy of Rad Racer. Kid Icarus. World Class Track Meet, which requires the power pad, which we have a power pad too. Oh man. Alright, we got Time Lord. The first Castlevania. Double Dribble. Another Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. Okay, here's one I didn't recognize. Silkworm. Okay. Never heard.
It's got a picture of a helicopter and a jeep with a gun.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Silkworm.
The Goonies 2. Contra. Batman. The first DuckTales in really good condition. Gremlins 2. Kung Fu. World Games. The Legend of Cage. Star Tropics 2, Zoda's Revenge. Another Rygar. Another Metroid. Strider. Platoon. Top Gun. Blaster Master. Oh! I didn't see this one.
Huh.
Darkwing Duck. I've been looking for this game for a long time. This is a great game. Lemmings. Little Nemo Dream Master. Excite Bike. Airwolf. Wrath of the Black Manta. I keep wishing that I would run across a Little Samson, but I don't think Little Samson is going to be in it. Star Tropics. Super Mario Brothers 2. Here's another one I couldn't recognize. You ever heard of that? Never heard of that.
I have not. Low
G Man. It stands for the Low Gravity Man. I have never heard of that in my life. That is interesting. 8 Eyes. Another Mario Bros. Duck Hunt.
It's a 10.
Here's another one I didn't recognize. Trojan. Trojan, not the condom.
Magnum for me.
Super Mario Bros. 3. Karate Champ. Deadly Towers. Ninja Gaiden. We're almost through these. King's Knight. Journey to Silius. Days of Thunder. An awesome game. The Punisher. Spy Hunter. That is unreal. Excite Bike. You can see it on the camera right now. This stack of NES games that Nathan is stacking up as I hand them to him. 1942. Ultima Exodus. Another Super Mario Brothers 2. The Moffat Conspiracy, and I'm down to the last stack. Ninja Gaiden 2, so all 3 Ninja Gaidens. Bases Loaded 3. Wizards and Warriors, terrible game. Solstice, and Bionic Commando. So there you have it, folks. This is the best video game pickup that I've ever gotten in my life. I will probably never top this one. It's just absolutely insane. I couldn't even show you everything in the video because the video would be hours and hours long. There's still a ton of consoles, magazines, players' guides, just so much stuff. Accessories, controllers, it's insane. It's going to be a lot of work to sort through all this and catalog it, but it's going to be fun at the same time. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure and hit that like button. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this pickup. And if you've ever seen a pickup like this before, let me know that in the comments down below as well. Until next time, keep playing games and having a good time, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.